Hi, everybody. I am Elite Executive, top trip winning sales director, Tania Campbell, PR, out of Raleigh, North Carolina. I am so excited to be coming to you guys today. And I have several points that I am going to hit on. So let's dive right on in. Okay, so National Michelle wanted me to talk on several different topics, and they will all be taken care of with the bullet points that I have. Okay, I want to be very conscious of the time because I know we are all super busy and time is of the essence. So, and through these points, I'm going to be talking to you guys about myself as well and about my mom, who is Elite Executive Senior Sales Director, Marita W. Campbell. All right. So, yes, I am a Mary Kay baby. My mother has been working her business for 44 years. I'm 45, grown and sexy. And then my dad was in the military for 30 years. He retired as a full colonel in the Army. So I have the discipline of an Army soldier. So work ethic and Mary Kay is key. Okay, so these are the topics that I'm going to be covering, and then I'm going to go into my bullet parts in great detail. So the topics for today is casting the vision early. All right. And then creating a culture of leadership. Duplicating yourself. Oh, yeah. And then identifying leaders. Got it. Okay, topic number one, or my bullet point number one, is what are you telling yourself? Your affirmations. Y'all, I truly believe in a power statement. A power statement. So, part of, I'm not going to tell you guys everything because I want you to come up with your own, okay? But part of my power statement that I write out daily, I truly believe in Manifestation 369. So y'all can write that down because it's telling you that until you fully believe what you're saying, to write it out 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night before you go to bed so that you can fully encompass and believe what you're saying. Because our subconscious mind does not know what you're saying, whether it's true or false. So, what you're saying, you definitely want it to count. Okay. So, of course, I am saying I am National Sales Director Tania Campbell, PR. And da 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 da. All right. Now you fill in the blank and you can talk about how you are super fine and skinny. You can talk about how you want to travel around the world. It is your power statement. So, what do you want it to be? Because what you tell yourself will determine how powerful you are. And it determines how you attract people and the type of people that you attract. Aha. Because like sees like. So if you are powerful, if you are being one within yourself, if you are owning the power within, then you are going to attract others that own their power within. You get what I'm saying? If you are a level 10 confident, you are going to recruit a level 10 confident woman. But if you are a level 3 and you are boo-hoo, it is me. My unit is not working. Nobody's going to book with me. You're right. Nobody will. And because of the words you say, you will get more of it. So it is so key for you to watch what you say, watch how often you say it, and for you to watch what you're coming in contact with and watch who you are around. That's one of the reasons why they say if you have 5 broke friends, guess what? You're going to be the 6th one. So watch what you are around, watch what you listen to. Everything is getting ingested, whether it's the good food or the not so good food. That will determine if you have a good day or a not so good day. So be careful about what you're doing, okay? It's going to show up in your body. All right, that's bullet point number 1. What is your affirmation? What are you telling yourself? Okay. Now, going along with that, I actually started my Mary Kay business at 18 years old. I did that to make some extra money when I was in college. I went to the Norfolk State University. I was a cheerleader captain my senior year. I was NABA president, National Association of Black Accountants. That's what I got my degree in. I worked for one of the top accounting firms in the world. And guess what? Because of that, I was able to work my Mary Kay business a little bit in the dorm. They knew that if they had a pimple, to go see Tania in dorm room number 5, all right? Because I would be there to take that pimple away. So what are you known for? Are you stating your vision of what you want your business to be? And that goes along with your power statement and what you are telling yourself. I started early because I was able to have a fantastic example at home. My mother working her business, we literally moved every 2 years because my dad was in the army. And so she literally started her business over every 2 years. And she hurried up and got to do 100 faces, getting 100 opinions of the presentation, whether it's on the back of the hand or in front of somebody or on virtual. You can do that now more than ever. 100 opinions of your Mary Kay. And because of that, her business always remained great. My mother has earned a Mary Kay career car as long as I've known, right? It's because her work ethic was there. So making sure I like to say the song, get to 100, get to 100. What? Get to 100, get to 100. That's 100 customers from doing 100 pamperings, opinions, 100 facials, 100 hand facials. It doesn't matter what you're tracking, but attract number grows. That's the accountant in me. Attract number grows. So if you're tracking it, then it's going to go even bigger. So early on, I saw my mother track her efforts, her earning a Mary Kay career car, no matter what, no matter where we moved. And many times the team did not stay working as we traveled. Remember, y'all, this is back in the 1980. It's when my mother started her business, 1981. I was born in 1980. She started when I was 14 months old and my brother was 4. And because of that, we were able to see her working her business. The goal may change. The date may change, but the goal stayed the same. So there's nothing wrong with that. So hopefully many of y'all have a goal to earn a Mary Kay career car, move up in different levels, and that is going to come about with you tracking your 100. Okay, awesome. All right, so going into casting the vision early. Check. Okay, creating a culture of leadership because you are leading by example. Remember, is that what Mary Kay said? It's our job to lead by example, and by example. And that really allows you to see the people that are important for you to see, right? That's how you're going to get to those 100 customers. And then from those customers end up being team members. So I like to say I make calls to demo the product, to get a new customer, to find the recruit. My job is to find the recruit. My job is to bring new people into Mary Kay. So once I know what my purpose is as a Mary Kay sales director, I am a hawk at it. So I remember one year I recruited 55 qualified. This was the year that I left my full-time job at Ernst & Young. I worked for one of the top 4 accounting firms in the world, and I left to pursue Mary Kay full-time. And when I did that, I started buckling down on my efforts and how much money I was making so that I could store some income in the bank. Just in case if I had a bad month, store some income in the bank, but make sure my income and my job was as equal as possible. Okay. And I worked at Ernst& Young for 5 years before I retired at almost 27 years old. And I like to say retired because I'm not a quitter. My parents didn't make a quitter. So I retired because it was by choice. Okay. So how do you create the culture of leadership? By you being a leader yourself. So you're tracking your 100 faces, you're tracking your career talks. So that means you have to do some, and you're going to do some because you are talking to everybody about the business that you put the product on or that you see on video. I do a lot on video. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, Faith. She's my joy. My husband and I, Greg, we adore that little girl. Okay. And so when she goes to bed, baby girl knows mommy's going to go help people. Sometimes I put her to bed. Sometimes my husband does. And in the morning when we go to the office, she says, okay, Papa, you go help people. Yeah, she knows we're going to go do our work. We're going to go help people. And then we'll be back with her soon. Okay. And she'll say, see you soon. It's the cutest little thing. But be okay with working your business. Have you ever clocked your hours? Check to see how much Mary Kay work you actually do. You know, many women actually have a full-time job that are sales directors in Mary Kay. There's nothing wrong with that. I did that together for 5 years. But I also started tracking my income. I started tracking how many hours I was actually working Mary Kay, not just thinking Mary Kay. And what I realized was I thought about Mary Kay a whole lot, but I was not doing a whole lot. So I started tracking 30 new, check this out, 30 new receipts every month. 30 new customers every single month. Okay. So sometimes I get those 30 customers from samples that I pass out because my daughter and I go to swimming on Sundays. And then we also go to Kid Strong on Thursdays and sometimes another time slot on the weekend. So I'm out and about seeing people. I'm not just at home. So I give out samples. So my job is to get 30 receipts every single month, 30 receipts. And so today is October 1st. For me, it's October 1st. I'm not sure when you guys are going to see this video, but take that challenge on. Can you think of a time when you had 30 new receipts come into your business? And it may have been a while. When was the last time you did a power start and got 30 new pampered 30 new people? Now, pampering 30 people and getting 30 new receipts may be two different things. You need to track your track records. Okay. If your sales are not up right now, maybe get some advice from someone whose sales are high. Aha. I think sometimes we need to do that interpollinating, right? Talking to each other about, if someone is a great seller, talk to them, get some more sales tips. Maybe you're a great recruiter. And if you're not a great recruiter, or if that's something that you can improve on, then talk to someone who is a great recruiter and who has a bunch of bumblebees. Okay. It's our job to seek help. It's our job to seek support. Just like we talk to our consultants about, coming to us if they have questions, we need to make sure we're doing the same thing. Okay. So creating a culture of leadership is because we are actually being the type of leader that we want to be led by. Ding, 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 ding. So I gave y'all a bunch of numbers, 100 faces, 100 pamperings. You can take 3 months, but I suggest taking 2 because you can do a lot virtually. And then calculating and bringing in 30 receipts every single month. Okay. Now, number 3, my bullet point, love what you do. Your attitude determines your altitude, how high you're going to get. So if nobody is joining your team and it's not coming easy, okay, then maybe we need to change some things. And maybe, ask a friend, ask your national, how is my attitude? How do you feel like I am working and maneuvering my business right now? It's okay to ask for that support. It's okay to ask for that information. Okay. I do it all the time, getting that feedback. My husband actually hears me a lot when I work. My office downstairs does not have a door. So he's eavesdropping, listening all the time. And I remember when we first got married 7 years ago, he would say, you know, wow, that was interesting. And so now he'll say, honey, good job. High five. I've been able to take his tips and take them to heart and be better. Okay, be better. So take the information that you get from your mentor, National Michelle, or anybody, or even your girlfriend that you look up to. And take it to heart, and let's really make some changes so that this year can be different. Okay. This year can be different. So love what you do. It's going to attract the right people. Trust me. If you love what you do, it's going to attract the right people. If you say, oh, I really don't want to do these faces, you're right. Nobody is going to book with you. Nobody is going to actually come. Nobody's going to bring their friends on your Zoom. I just recruited one of my customers' granddaughters who is in college, has a little baby, and said, Tania, I remember that the grandmother actually just had a Mary Kay party for me. And she said, Tania, I really think my granddaughter could do this and make money because I watch you work. That customer of mine, the grandma, is on my customer page on Facebook. So she sees me working at night. She sees me posting morning and night in my stories of my daughter, in the bed and my daughter in the morning. But she sees me working my Mary Kay during the day. I talk about my packages that I've mailed. I talk about the appointments, the Zoom that I just finished up. I had a meeting last night. I talked about chemo care packages. Are you putting yourself out there and showing people that you are working your business? Or are you still doing Mary Kay type of person? So post it, okay? Love what you do and post a lot of it. Even though I literally have been in Mary Kay 27 years. I know, it's crazy. Remember, I started at 18. And I still get the question, are you still doing Mary Kay? Yeah. Yeah, I am. See my 25-year pen? Yeah, I'm still doing Mary Kay. And no, Mary Kay, unfortunately, isn't giving these out. This is my mom's old one. Okay. And then she doesn't have any more, I think, past this one because Mary Kay stopped giving out the good stuff. But what I know for sure is that your attitude is contagious. Your laughter is contagious. I posted a picture today because I wanted to make sure my face is looking slamming for this video. And so guess what I posted? Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. Cash your checks and come on. You gotta have fun with your business, y'all. One of my girlfriends texted me right afterwards and was like, Tania, what lipstick is that? And I was like, girl, it's just the red lip liner. I keep it in my makeup bag so I can do my makeup, put that on, and I know I'm good for the rest of the day. She was like, all right, give me that. And then what blush is that? And guess what blush it is? It's the blush from the new compact. I just took one of the eyeshadow colors and I do like this and I do like this. So I sell a bunch of these. Are you wearing the product? That goes into segment number 4, your look. Y'all remember Gloria Mayfield Banks talked about, is your look hooked, right? And her daughter talked about a hooked look. Is your look hooked? Okay, first of all, are you cute? Would you recruit? Would you? Are you wearing the makeup? Because what I know is that the more you wear, the more you sell. So if someone comes to me and says, Tania, I want everything you're wearing. Girl, it's about $400. Let me say that again. It's probably over $500. Because first of all, I'm using the repair. I'm using the extra brightener serum, the dynamic wrinkle limiter. Hello. Okay. And then, of course, I have on the new compact. I told y'all I already have on the red lip liner all over with the scarlet red lipstick. I have the compact on my eyes. I have liquid eyeliner on top. I have two mascaras because I can't grow. My lashes take forever. So I have two mascaras on, the Lash Love, then the Lash Intensity. I have liquid eyeliner on top, pencil on bottom. I have the eyebrow pencil with the eyebrow tint. All right. Then, of course, I have the primer on using the spray. Then I put on my liquid foundation. Then I actually put on cream to powder. And I know that's not available anymore, but I've been up since 6 o'clock. My makeup literally has been on since 6 o'clock. So I wanted to double layer today. And then I put powder on and I sprayed myself again with the finishing spray. That is key to making sure your skin looks great. Of course, I have on concealer as well. So all of that is at least over $500, y'all. Okay. And of course, I smell good. Do you have on that new perfume, girl? The Confidently You. It's confident. It's for you. It's for me and it's for you. You see, I just had a commercial. All right. Are you being powerful and impactful? That's the key to the success of my business. Now, I wanted to make sure that I go over the standards. My mom has always set a standard of red lipstick. And the reason why we wear red is because most people don't wear red. But do you know that red is also a power color? So when you wear a red lipstick, that back in the day, that was actually supporting the troops. How about that? Go look that up. Now, also, red is for bold. Bold women wear red. Bold is our future national area name. It is called Best Overall Leaders of the Dream. Best Overall Leaders of the Dream. So I have the bold unit leading into the bold national area, and my mother's unit name is Bold Nation Unit. Okay, she is finishing up her first million this year. So she talks about a bold red lip. I had one of my directors go to work one day and she wore a red lipstick. And guess what? She sold 10 red lipsticks because she normally didn't wear anything but some clear lip gloss. When you step outside of yourself, doing a new thing with courage, with determination, and with confidence, you will get rewarded. See, it all goes back to the you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. You got to have faith. Yeah, you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Ah. Okay, y'all, it truly is about your faith. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. So let's choose to keep the mind set on positivity and faith, because don't be wishy-washy. Okay, don't be double-minded like it says in the Bible. But if you stay consistent in your thought pattern, God will bless you. I like to say God or Gus, God, universe, source, whatever you believe in, will bless you with the team members to elevate you to the next level because you have done the work. Is your work ethic tight? Is your self-esteem tight? Are you being confident with what you're doing in your presentation and how you look? Is it tight? Or do you just get your makeup done when you have an event? Trust and believe. By 7 o'clock, or normally at least by 8 o'clock every morning, my makeup, full makeup is on. Even when I go to the pool, I have full makeup on. Why? Because you never know who you're going to see. I gave a lady a sample last Sunday at the pool. Yep. And guess what? She's about to be my first, well, not my first customer, but another customer. I'm bringing her the Time Wise repair set at the pool this coming Sunday. See, it matters what you look like. And she said to me, she was like, "Were you in the pool?" I said, "Yes," because my makeup still looked good. So it matters how you look, and you being the example that you want to be led by and being the example that you want your team to emulate. Okay? So make sure your look is hooked. Okay, let's go over the bullets again. Number one, what is your affirmation? What is your power statement? Number two, be the example. I talked about the 100 faces. I talked about the 30 new receipts a month. Let's get into it. Let's and that's doing at least 100 faces, 100 opinions, 100 pamperings within 3 months. And nowadays you can shoot it down to 2. Then number three, love what you do and look at your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. And then number four, is your look hooked? Now, I also want to make sure I go over the bullets that National Michelle wanted me to talk about, because it's key that I make sure I hit on everyone. Number one, casting the vision early. Y'all, I was able to see my mom earning and winning early in age. Folks would come by the house, pick up their own products, and drop off the check. Hello, somebody. Now I have friends that do it. My husband does not mind putting that lipstick or that foundation out for me, and he'll go back and pick up that check that is under the rug. Come on, as the young people do. Yes, I want all those fingers, because guess what? That's money in the bank. Hey, shorty, what you drank? And we are drinking water over here. Okay, sparkling water if you're nasty. All right. Okay, so that's casting the vision early, creating the culture of leadership, because you are leading the pack with excellence. Excellence. If you want to be a Circle of Excellence winner this year, everything you do must be top line. So everything you say, say, I'm leading with excellence. I am giving you excellence types of customer service with excellence, talking about the best product with excellence, doing the chemo care packages and loving on my fellow Raleigh people with excellence. Duplicating yourself. The only way you can duplicate yourself is doing something that can be duplicated. Are you tracking your 100 faces? Okay. Are you tracking your 30 new receipts? That matters. It matters. And it matters by you watching what you're talking about to yourself. Even those silent whispers of you saying, oh, I've done 25 faces. I'm not going to do no more. I only have 3 days left in the month. Get to it. Because if you talk yourself out of doing the little things, how can Gus or God bless you with the big things? Think about that one. Duplicate yourself by leading by example, and then identifying leaders. Now, how do you identify the leaders? First of all, you have to act like one. Then if someone is willing to listen, you make a call and she calls you back. Hey, that's somebody that you can lead. If she's friendly, lead. Okay. If you like her personality, help her along the way. And how do you do that? You help her book the parties. You help her hold the parties. You help her personally close out each one at the party. You help her rebook the party. You help her do the party. You help her close out each one at the party. You help her rebook the party. That's how you create leaders. You get in the trenches and do it with them. So what do? You get in the pool. Get in the pool and do it with them. Okay. I personally have a bunch of first line directors. I have some first line DIQs, and it's because I got in the trenches with them. We're booking on the phone together. Until they have gotten that skill tight, they need help. So I am literally with my DIQs booking every beginning of the month with them. Every single month. I had one of my DIQs say, my niece ain't never booked for me. I said, get her on the phone. And guess what? She booked a party. And guess what? We got a recruit from her girlfriend. Look how God will bless you if you have that faith, the faith. It matters. So that's how you're able to identify the leaders. It's because those leaders will step up. They will. And then from you doing those parties, you're not only going to help her sell the product, you're going to help her share the opportunity and rebook some parties. So you're going to teach her how to keep the muscle going. That's why they will stick around. Even if they tried to quit, they couldn't, because you helped them get their first 20 customers. So when I get a new consultant, I help them book at least the first 5 parties. at least. And then I do every single one with them. That's why they stay. I had a consultant say to me the other time, girl, I can't quit. I have too many customers that keep calling me. Dang, Tania. And that's one of my awesome team members, Charity, who I love dearly. We went to college together, okay? Her and I were co-captains together with our other girlfriend. And so guess what? What I know for sure is that Charity is amazing and I love to have her on my team. And think about all those other people. Go back to your elementary school, go back to high school. You're friends with them on Facebook. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. So talk to them, ask them to be one of your virtual beauty, you can call it anything, virtual beauty models. Okay. Virtual beauty models. That's kind of cute. Okay. So anybody can do anything for you to get you their opinion of your new presentation. How awesome is that? So they can be a model for you virtually. They can be a model for you down the street in person. I do in person as well, twice a month at my studio. Everything is possible as long as you believe. So I have covered everything, ladies and gentlemen. I adore you. Thank you for, thank you so much for working your business and for being a part of the explosive national area with National Michelle. I love y'all. Have an amazing day. Feel free to like me, friend me on my Facebook and Instagram. It's Tania, TINIA space CP, which stands for Campbell, is my maiden name, and then PR. That's PIARD. The D is silent. My husband is Haitian, and so it's French. Okay, so it's just pronounced PR, kind of like abbreviation for public relations, PR. Okay, so friend me on there. I would love to be y'all's friend. And let's say the motto together. Our motto for our future bold national area is to the top we go together. So say it with me. So at the end, I'll start it off, and at the end, I'll say together, and then we all say it together, together. Okay? So to the top we go together. Bye, everyone. Have an amazing day. I love you all. Thanks, National Michelle. Bye.